The duration is the Maghreb and Palestine, yes. For Mehdi Muntadhar is the Humma, sent, the Humma sent. You believe on what I tell you. You believe. You need to believe. What you believe really is that Allah will stick with ability, or even knowledge in one ability. Converse with the law of Allah. Does it start with good ability? Yes. At the time you feel me. I have the ability, I have the whole world. It's just a home. Yes, just a home. Life is world of Mehdi. It's world of Mehdi. I create
This station is on
by the life. Who is in us? This conception is a conduction of submission to Allah. Yes, submission to Allah. And that what we built after praying is conception of entire law with Al-Mahdi. Another entire law with Al-Mahdi. I hope you will be the same. And the truth, what I can do more for you is to let you understand with love, that is connection with happiness, that the love is occupation, is work also, is work. Is time. Is understand. The truth.
The next station is
you feel sense, and you feel elevate in the right kingdom. Who is the honor, equity, and sent. Believe in Allah. It's the law. What you want, what I want is to believe. Why we believe? We want Alhamdulillah, we want love, and we want sense in the true Mehdi, You will be also sent with Mehdi. Love is under unsent of Alhamdulillah. Inside the Kaaba there is muntadhar. And this is my point. Do you be the entire cause of our deen? Are you unstable, or are you caused by the right way? Yes. At the end you find that you are caused by the right way, because your love is depassing the simple interest of a voice that you hear, who is inside the law. You depass conception of things by finding the truth into the faith that is glorifying all the condition that you believe in. I progress in my time. I want sagacity. If the home let me do it, I do it. All my life I do it. What is my life? It's inspiration. It's also loving. Too much. In the time, you will have the role. It's compassion. It's also sagacity. Because we don't have time, my friend, we don't have time. My brother, we don't have time, my mother. You will find even my father in your testament. You want to know what is Alhamdulillah? It is the king and the ummah. Love is Alhamdulillah. Aywa. Life is the commandment. Who is carrying one Ummah? Ummah is the true commandment. Who let you the law and can let you also the let of Muhammad. What let Muhammad? I will be the same. I will have my masjid, yes, and my Muhammad. The battle is starting with commandment of Allah. I will address you by the commandment of Allah. Let the help rising doing the Alhamdulillah. Yes. Commandment is true, it's true. It's coming. It's also the hereafter. The commandment is true. Yes, it's true. Is gift from hereafter. Address your neck. Be wise. Stand up for me, Muhammad. Don't walk too much. Address your level of morality, yes, morality. Force, intelligence. And be wise. You think I am stupid? No. Because I have a prophet, you concede with law. You concede with law. I am resistant in every concept. Strong in every harvest. Sky, yes. Love it's me. And the law. Aywa. Believe me. You will know, and you will be the sound من الكعب. Love is muntadhar. Ummah is Muhammad. Life is Mehdi. I am myself Muhammad. I am myself muntadhar. I am myself what I am. I talk about the saint. I love my ummah. I want what I believe. I want what I believe. Let me tell you, what I think is always Alhamdulillah. You honor what you want to believe, yes. I am what I am, believe. Yes, you know a man who is always a master, you're a master. Also a king and a prophet. Yes. It's a king. All the time in the spirit. Is what I am. Is what I believe. Is what I think. You want to announce myself? Announce it. You will not regret. You don't believe so much, you believe in Mehdi. Here I go. On the humanity, yes, humanity. And cause of Rasulullah. I believe that you will understand the sincerity, the believing, it's always the truth, always the Alhamdulillah, always the biggest honor, to do it, yes. You will believe me, of what I think, yes, of what I think. Maybe in the future will be with me. What I think is always the truth, with Lord, with the Lord, with Lord. Al-Mahdi is my king, my king, my king. Yes, I want more ha, I want more ha, I want more ha. You believe, you believe, you believe, and you trust. You believe in what I am, what I am, what I am. This man are good. They are loving Muslim, and loving Allah. It's a good point for our community. It's also where we find truth. It's the cause of every Muslim, to find truth. I will make even the people don't talk if I want. Yes, they will don't talk if I want. Because I am someone. Because I am Mehdi. Because I am Mehdi. من الآخرة. Honesty is to find himself. With the commandment of Ummah. You see these people, I want to tell you, there is a law, yes, there is a Messi. It's the law, yes. You understand me. It's the king. Aywa. It's the king. Why I'm the king? Aywa. Love you. Humma. Acting for you. Do the rest of the cause. The freedom is the rest. C'est the capacity to shape, to be capable of everything. I defeat those who want to defeat me in the level of intelligence, grace, and power. What I make is alhamdulillah. I love what I do. I am what I am, I do what I will do with honesty. What you believe is in your world. You make the difference between the good and the evil. You make the sanctity and you place your equity in the life. You place your equity in the life. Do what you want. You will arrive to what you want. Life is praying with the Lord. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. تمام. أيوة. What you look. I don't know what you look. أيوة. I don't know what you look. You want to help me in the Ummah. Try to be like me. Try to have my sons. Believe in what I tell you. It's Ummah. أيوة. Artiste. Concepteur. Religieux. Enseignant. Dirigeant. Protecteur. Généreux. Mohammed. Ben oui, c'est quoi tout ça? C'est moi, Mehdi. Ne te n'en veux pas. Tu veux pas savoir que c'est moi, Enseigne-toi. En Dieu. Souviens-toi de notre Dieu. Mais carrément, tu vois, carrément le Dieu. Parce qu'il n'y a pas de temps, faut l'imam. Faut la science, faut la servitude aussi, faut le bon comportement, l'attendu. Et ça, c'est ce que je fais. Mehdi. Mais vas-y, c'est un temps, c'est une relation équivalente au prophète. Ben voilà, c'est une connaissance que j'ai connaissant les esprits, ben voilà. parfaits, les esprits parfaits. Les papiers que je fais, en fait, ce sont des corps. Ce sont des corps. Je distribue la loi. Voilà, je distribue la loi. J'en fais la connaissance autour du milieu auquel je fonde, dans lequel je fonde ma conscience. Ma conscience, c'est le religieux, c'est le religieux, c'est le religieux. Et c'est en partie le calife. Rejoignez-moi et soutenez le mouvement. Le mouvement est la claire idée de la régence, le prophète qui fait généreusement la conscience du parti de Dieu, les religieux qui sont davantage le bien guidé que le tout, mais est dit par le prophète de la connaissance, voilà, mais des prophètes de connaissance de soi, par l'âme bien guidée vers le Coran, source de jour pour la conscience qui régit notre umma par le droit chemin. La connaissance fait le reste des jours. La patience est pour chacun d'entre nous une valeur de la bien fondée direction du corps qui soulève le bien guidé, Mais vas-y, c'est un temps. Les corps sont davantage des responsabilités. Le Seigneur est là pour responsabiliser cette idée de calife. L'ancienneté, elle fait l'affaire. La promesse, elle fait la conscience. Bah oui, elle fait la conscience. L'État, elle veut tout le temps responsabiliser, voilà, la maison, parce que l'islam est tout à fait connu, l'islam est tout à fait connu. L'ancienneté aussi, c'est connu, c'est un peu vous, l'ancienneté, c'est un peu vous, c'est un peu ce que vous voulez dire, c'est muntadhar, en fait, l'ancienneté, c'est muntadhar, et donc c'est ce que je fais. J'aime bien tout ce que je dis, j'aime bien tout ce que je fais, voilà. C'est une gloire au final d'avoir été là, c'est une gloire de l'avoir permis, ben voilà. La conscience du sage, équivalent au Mehdi, là je te cite le calife tout simplement qui est équivalent, mais c'est un rôle du calife saint, donc tu retrouves en fait le mien, voilà. Dans l'état, c'est une décision. Tous, ils appartiennent à un clan, tous ils font une affaire avec une responsabilité, voilà. Puis après tu fais ton affaire avec ta volonté. Tu crois à un moment que tu fais partie d'un sentiment. Tu guéris de la patience, que tu as dû avoir pour éprouver toutes tes connaissances, qui te menaient au jour d'aujourd'hui jusqu'au bien guidé. La loi du siècle, c'est le bien guidé, c'est la loi qui fonde l'honneur, et le grand sage qui éclaire le visage de roi qui prend le temps d'exister. En Dieu, ça s'appelle l'éternité. Elle est prophétisée, elle est une sagesse, c'est aussi une expérience parce que vous n'avez pas tout à fait la vie devant vous pour en décider ainsi. The time is equity, you will find me in every book of Ummah. I am what I say when I feel you be with me. I am under my constitution. I do my want. I make my scent. What is believing is what you believe. Is what is your aim. Is what you return. What is your return? Like Imam is Mehdi of Muhammad. Voilà, on se retrouve. It's also the life who occupied your want to find the clarification for knowledge. The clarification for knowledge is the solution to see the good in the future. Also, the alhamdulillah is to make yourself clear for the other, to make wonderful knowledge is to make wonderful kingdom for liver. of your theorem for muntadhar, There is no rule if there is no reason, but the reason can be equity, when you don't have to prove all the time that the life is after the commandment to give a day for your Lord, yes, for your Lord. When nobody tell you to give a day for your Lord, you make your commandment. After this, you will not find me. You will not find me. I will not be there. I will not be there. I will not teach you all the time. I will not teach you all the time. Maybe I don't have to teach you. Huh? Maybe you don't have to be teach. The word of God is coming and is arriving when you are understanding the point of Allah, who is the last commandment. And this, alhamdulillah, you find myself and you have the king who is under the occupation of every man who can't the day where he is the Mehdi. Yes. Today it's today. You will find me. Yes, you will find me. You occupied your name. You believe that there is someone. Your destiny is someone. Yes, you think it's someone. You think it's the Ummah. You think it's the Habibi. You think at the time it's the clarity who make yourself Muhammad. What you think about Imam is today the intelligence and the clarity. The knowledge is no less than a clear answer to your religion. Yes, the clear answer to religion or your destiny by your sense in the religion of living your God also, living your Allah. When Allah is answering is when you have all the goodness who make clear the direction of people around the muntadhar. You have here more than 100. You are here more than Ummah. You are here more than me. You will find me everywhere. You will find me everywhere. You will find me every time. You will find me where I am, with you. In honesty, I am Ummah. I am commandant. Yes, I am commandant of my Ummah. I let the people show it. See what I am. I am in my equity for Ummah. I am in my community, the saint. This Ummah doesn't have a role. It is time to take party. Take mine. It's the best knowledge. Honor me. Like I honor you. I am what I want. I am what I am. I am what I believe. I believe you. Yes, I believe you. I believe all the Muslim. All my life I believe the Muslim. I believe also what they do, what they say. This is natural for me to believe them. Yes. But in my case, I want to make my party. Yes. My role, I want to say my role to understand why I am Mehdi. Yes. But it's simple. It's a relation with knowledge and equality of Ummah. That's it. And it's a position when I promise that I will permit the role of our saint. You see, this cause is inspired. But a guide. Allah, yes, is inspired this. Because all the time Allah is one thing, inspiring. What we want is that Allah will inspire us What I want is that he's inspired. He inspires me. Yes, he inspires me. Along the time, I want to be inspired. I want to be inspired. I trust what I believe, You want every time that I talk to you, I can do it. You know that every time you believe in what you see, and also in what you don't see, What is the double direction is to see what you see and what you don't see, I pronounce word of my community. She need you. She's the saint community. It's the saint community. Every people who like to take a party in the community have the right to do it. Yes. On Islam, you have the behavior. Yes, behavior, and the partisan of Mehdi. This is my party. All the time is always the relation between you and the universe. Yes, the universe. It's making you grow in the kingdom where there is masters in the equity of knowing the degree in each companion. أيوة. I want to tell you, here I put my life in cause. Yes, in the cause. I put my life in the cause. I put my life even in the game. Yes, in the game. To let you understand that it's like that it's work. If you don't put your life in the work, and in the ability to understand what is Muhammad, you will not understand me. You will not understand me. Maybe you don't want what I want. Maybe you don't want what I want. There is no Mecca, huh? This is the time, that's all. Why is it there's no Mecca? Because there's too much people in Mecca. Who was different believer, different origin, different country, different maker of sanctity, yes. Different master of Ummah, yes. You have a lot of people who take care for the destiny of every human. The life is not only what you think, it's also what you can be. You can be for others. Every time you have to follow this time. This time is under this progression of Allah. To understand how think this came. Yes, this came. You understand me? Little bit you understand. More you think to what I want, in the scent of Allah. I want the submission, I want the Ummah, I want the love, I want the hood, I want the happy of knowledge, father for Muslimin, yes, knowledge for Muslimin. In your capacity, you prove that you have reason. Yes, you have reason. You prove also that you know everyone. You destined the proof of the time and of the science to God, to let Him give one proof for the science and for the time. I think it's near the savor and the equality in Ummah. I think it's this. Give us time to understand. Why you don't pass your time to creativity? For this creativity, you make submission. Of environment. You can submit the environment to your conscience, with a lot of love. Because you need to love what you submit. Also, the submission is a secret. You don't have to tell it all the time. You don't You don't tell it all the time because you want to know why. Why? Something is submit. You understand? But the true Islam is submission to Allah. Yes. But there is a clear knowledge why permit you to submit also, Even if it's a human, you can submit them, yes. Even if it's animal, you can submit it also. But the human don't tell each other that they are submit to each other, you say? You say so, yes. Me, I don't love every time to say that I am submit. Sometimes I said I am submit, sometimes I said I am king, even I am king. I don't have to be submit like you think, yes. I'm not your submit like you think, but I am Islam, I am the Islam. But why I'm not the submit you think? Because maybe I don't want to be what all the time appear like one people, yes, appear like one people. What is this, appear like one people? You cannot make overthinking than you cannot become over than you cannot say over knowledge than you, so you are just one people, one reason. So barakallahu fik. Aywa, if you are more than one people, one reason, signifie you have passed the cap of Islam. You know, in the Imam that I have, you have many reasons, many knowledge. God even make you make some experience to know him better, and to find him in the knowledge, after knowing different people in the spirit or in the sanctity. All this knowledge is to reveal the quantity of Mehdi in the submission and the quality of esteem your Allah as a just ummah who live for him the statue of Hijr. What do you think about Allah? The good guided, yes, the good guided, the good one thing. Yes, you will not find me the two times. Yes, you will find me maybe home. Maybe home you will find me. She believes in you, Lord. You need to act for her. Maybe she costs something. Maybe she's someone. I don't think you understand me clear. Maybe it's not totally what she was saying in the beginning, but at the end, she thinks the same than you. She thinks the same than you. Please Allah, guide her into Islam. Yes, I'm a Muslim, you know it. Guide her into Islam. No, better. Why? She's becoming Muslim, a worshipper. With you, Muslim, with you, to find you, and to accept you also, to accept you near Allah in this world. In the overworld, maybe I am your leader. In this world, maybe I am someone that guides you to understand why there is hope, there is role in your thinked ummah. Now your ummah is the state to be thinked. You have a rule of time. You believe maybe it's someone who make direction, and now you advance the direction. Yes, you advance the direction, because this is a thinking with Allah, like an imam for the ummah. You said that Egypt, Cairo, is near the direction, but you believe because some people stand in Cairo and they send too much Mehdi to me. They send too much Mehdi to me to help me, but to let me understand what's happening in Cairo. Yes, what's happening in Cairo. There is too much sand. If you want to win, you make this battle with the commandment of Allah. Yes. But there are between the rule of Turkey and the rule of Egypt, yes. For one one Mehdi. You believe so, it's not true. The true is that they don't make hesitation between your Mehdi and their Mehdi. They think you are the good guy, the good guy. And they say, I am me, the Mehdi, yes. The solution is to propose the Imam to the both, yes, and to let them in the ancienity of Allah, yes. And after that, let even propose it to the son, yes, to the son who want it, yes. And let him know who I am, yes, let it know who I am. I am Muhammad, yes. My name is not exactly what you think, it's not exactly what you think. It's not strategy, it's a strategy. Known. My strategy is known. Every time is my knowledge who make the difference between what is able to do and what is not from our part of Ummah. You know, be realistic with the Ummah and be what you did with Mehdi. Realistic means you do what you want to do. Every time you do what you want to do, you make it true. You make it true for you, you make it true. And for others, you make it true. That means through connection between the goodness and what you believe and what you believe. Yes. This connection, the quwwa, is the quwwa, the power, yes, is the power. You believe that the power is the high connection, yes, the high connection, I say Allah, between you and the Him, and the Him of Muhammad. You understand that this power is not everyone. Everyone is not this power. Everyone is not this power. This power sometimes is an evidence of human, yes, of human, who conquest everywhere, yes. The duty of companion, or the duty of combatant, yes, the duty of combatant. You believe to the duty of combatant is always make the scent to at the time have a clear opinion about their Ummah, yes. You will believe this clearly you will believe this. At the time you will understand it as better than even, you will understand better than even. Every time you make clear your will, the person that you are is making more sense in the Ummah, yes. So you understand that it's clear between me and Mehdi, yes. What's this communication? It's communication clear that permit the law between you and the Hellmaster, yes. The Hellmaster is Musa. The Hellmaster is Musa. It's the second one who command the truth. But it's also naked with Muhammad. Believe it, yes. Executive Muhammad. The rule is maintain our life, because we are men. The path on this that we cannot be defeated. Yes, we cannot be defeated. This is called the guiding path, and this is the lighting path. This is Mecca. This is the path where you cannot fail. You cannot be defeated. Plus me, it's a question of Ummah. And it's a question of revelation. Revelation for each people who adore the cause who make you elevate your community. In the Ummah, you have this honesty. Now I talk about the order. Is a connection with Hellmaster. You have this connection with the beauty, also the beauty in the manner of guiding, Maybe there is condolence to make, yes. Maybe there is no Mary here. There is no Mary here. Marie here to pronounce this sentence. Yes, you have to be white in the heart. Sent in the head, yes. You forget often to be good in the next time, because when you think what you want to be after, you think more good when you will be good happening, because it's mentality also with the morality. The both is forming the messenger of merciful, yes. Messenger of merciful of Allah means always ally the knowledge, find a solution with the scream that you have. You have a scream, I think you have a scream. You have a scream to believe that you are someone, that you find some people who can take you away from the sin, yes. Also that they can help you to do what you want to do. It's not all the people who will help you, maybe, but it's a quantity of people who will love you for what you do. What you want to do now is maybe to connect with these other people. Let them know what's happening in your conception of truth, yes. Also, what is the quantity of knowing and the Khalifa, yes. This is from the dominator. The dominator is really the good who need to make the health. Why to make the health? Because the health it's maintained group without problems. Because problems come from the body a lot of time. Yes, you have pain in the body, and after you have pain in the head. You have pain in the head because you are sick, but you can be guided. You can also be saved from the disease. Disease if you are sick, yes. Because God is large in His direction, yes. He can find on you something that He can keep for Him to tell you how to connect your health with His life. After the sin is going on your direction, you cannot tell Him that He is not happening. Yes, it's not happening. It's happening because God was wanting it. After you find your life clear, you find your world even more directed in the good sanctity, and you promise a lot of things because you are in Allah. The truth, you are in Allah, the truth, yes. You believe that it's a speech that can help to teach or to advise or those who want to don't make evocation of truth, yes. All the time Islam is this evocation who remind you after the truth the sense of the merciful, the sense of the all merciful. The sense of the all merciful is all the time the testy duty, yes, the testy duty. You don't want to do it in the beginning, but after you accept to do it little bit more, because you find you more strong than before, yes, more strong than before. When it concerns you when you want your believing in the same act that you want your friend and your prophet in the same direction than you. Now this direction for me is the Calife, and it's your direction, it's my direction, and it's the direction of the Prophet of Allah, Muhammad. I want to speak to you about the knees of the Mehdi. It's a theme that I develop around my ummah, and it's a connection with Imam Mehdi Mouhammad for you, It's a question of time. Before my niece was making all the tough for the life that we want to do, What you think is maybe you be clear. This time you be clear. You be maybe inspired. Yes, you be inspired to find how many look you have in your connection with Ahila. The destiny is a mode of spaces who look every time Muhammad like a Humma and like a Mehdi. The true nature of Muhammad is in the direction, is in to find the direction for others, yes, and for Allah, yes, and after making his religion clear, all right, yes, and inspiring the Alhamdulillah, well, guiding the adoration, giving his knowledge to all of us who make the health near our direction. You know, when you put together health, you put together adoration, you find Ummah who is capable to see why we are believing together too many directions. Yes, too many directions. In final, you think too many directions, but you have one who is making the over. This is the one that you need to take, because this is the one who can do the tough that I was talking about. It is a tough that you was talking about of a Calife. The Calife is always the direction who make the overs, because she admit the principle of Allah in the Muslim, and all the time guide the Muslim to this identity. You need to solve all the time. If you know by the truth that there is a fitna, you need to understand that your brother and your sister don't follow you if you follow the fitna. Also, they want to know what you know about it, what you know about the fitna, and how you are concerned by Allah. Yes, concerned by Allah. Let me tell you why. You don't want to accept me as I am. You don't want to believe like me. But maybe you share some quantity. You share some quantity. Islamically, you're talking about Quranic evaluation of good in the quantity of a state, who is also governed by Ummah, you say how many times I guide my community to hold on to those who need my lesson, my adversing, to let be the Ummah place to the Rasulullah. Rasulullah is not far than your adoration. Always he's making you true. He wants you to be true, and he wants you to be near what he is giving for him. For Rasulullah is always giving direction, and giving Imam also, Imam that you need to find, yes. But you find me in the house of Allah. Yes, I'm not too far. I'm in the house of Allah. Every time I make my sentiment in the house, I want also believe that there is a lot of power in the world of believers. In the world of believers mean in the world who means a belief. So a world after, a world after. The belief is one thing when it's come true after, yes, after your first commandment, your first commandment is Mehdi, because you know that my word is the truth. You know also that you are concerned by the cause who is making us after the adoration, the true conscience of every time, the long direction, you want to make it. You want to believe that it's the long direction that will make the salam at the rest of the party who is loved by Allah. The party loved by Allah is the party who is long in his explication of knowledge, also who is quick in his direction, Maybe you are more long in your direction, quick in your explication. Maybe for you it's more the right way. God knows best, and God knows best what is the right way. May I will say to you, all the time God is forming something on you. Even you don't know if you are believing in Allah, clearly He is forming something on you, and He is wanting you for his next path. He talks also about your knowledge, if He has to talk to you, because how you will talk with God if you don't have language to talk with Him? Adoration is a language, yes. There is also a union of your Islam with your saying of Quran, who is the place where you elevate your direction to make Alhamdulillah, and to make the rest also of Ummah near what is concerning our people. The people of Ummah are always the concerning of three major signs: the obeisance, the scent, yes, and the submission, yes. You will find this in Islam, and it's the reality of Mehdi. Because it's all the time submission, scent, and it's also obeisance, because you don't find all the time life for you, yes, to let you do what is concerning what you believe into. What I want to tell you, you don't find in the final day what is making you good guided. Me, I find myself good guided, because all the time I want to explain the world. I want to explain also the world by the word of Allah. I want to explain it by also a Mehdi who can do it, who can do the scent. I do the scent, so I make my role, in the time it's also came. Mean like I tell you, a power, yes, a power who is developed, who is spiritually concretization of prophecy, who help all the prophecy under the occupation of every believer, mean every saint in the religion, every life under the law of Muhammad. My law is Mehdi, and is also commandment of realistic life for the good guided, yes, for good guided. But I'm not also the good guided. I'm also the life in the long direction means rest attached to our principle who make us live in security, the day where we are forgiving the good one, yes, the good one. And we are not accusing each other to don't make the right and straight direction. Aywa. This conception is coming from maturity, who is developing morality, and sense of elevating knowledge, yes. Maybe your thing is to talk, maybe is to acting the life around you, yes. Maybe is to put under the life to live this, yes. Or maybe you want to put the level up of every people, to let them understand more for what you are become in the house of Allah, yes. Concerning the identity of the house of God, she's the Mehdi. It is the Mehdi. So, but she's not able to attain all the capacity. You think she's not the good guided? You think? What do you think in more competent, right thinking is that she's able to do all the tasks that we ask to her. Also that she is remembering all the time what is the Prophet and what is Imam. Yes, you think there is direction between the two. It's maybe the truth, this direction, and it's maybe the sun who was come from the elevated sky, who was enlightening our direction. Our life is not always what you think. Our life is not always what you think. Muhammad think more than you. Why you don't think so, Muhammad? You will have more time for this. When your life is good, you think it more. You think in more Muslimin country. Yes, you think in more Muslim country. Your wife to make destiny by supposition of truth in every direction. That love, your submission for the next ummah. The next ummah is all the time revelation of what we need to let to others, because we want the others have a part of what Allah want to give to them. So there is a reward to all those who make themselves into the next century, yes, and letting the community be the next leader. In the health means you have a good head. You get the good head. You have a good memory of the event. You remember the event, and you remember also that you teach a lot of knowledge in one hand. Mean in one hand by your hand. Second hand is when you do the hand. You do the hand of over. Yes, it's the second hand. But in the practice, you have two hands for you. So you can say also that you do a direction for over. Yes, you do a knowledge for over. But you know, direction is to do a knowledge, because we cannot going without light for believing. What you know from Allah is that His believing is life. Yes. And life is lightening, like you see, is lightening. Life is Mecca, because it's the role of Ummah, So it's the destiny of the Caliphate, The Caliphate needs to be in Mecca, yes, it needs to be in Mecca. It's to be the Caliphate, The love is near you, is not far from your Caliphate. The law is near you, is not far from the Caliphate. But how you say that it is a Caliphate? Now you don't regret it, because you know maybe it's not your Caliphate. How you know this is your Caliphate? Because if you have something, you will say it's yours. If you don't have anything, you will say it's mine. You will say it's one Caliphate that doesn't give you anything. How caliphate doesn't give you anything? It's maybe because not the same country, or maybe it's not the same. Humma is not the same. Humma, muntadhar mean the alliance of Allah with the religion. Yes, the religion. With religion by the adoration of Alhamdulillah, and is also the health who is the name of Humma, who is Muhammad or Muhammad Mehdi. Yes, this is the Humma who is the more guided. This is my concerning of people who want to be guided. This is also my point of view, muntadhar, signification of later, with meaning, good sense. The harvest prophecy is wanting to every people who want to touch muntadhar, to have some alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawm Ad-Din, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in, ihdinas siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim, ghayril maghdubi alaihim wala-d-dallin. Amin. Alhamdulillah for those who lead the capacity of have Muhammad between us and the hereafter. Also the capacity of protect the soul of the Ummah. Yes, by intelligence in wanting the role of the Ummah. Yes, and sanctity in your find of friendship. What you love, you love what you do, you love what you make, at the end you love what you do, for each people. There is no secret without Muhammad, because you cannot understand it. You will not be like myself. You will not also say to me that I don't you want myself for you. You can do what you want. The only point that I submit is the love. Where is your love? Where is your conscience? Where is your Ummah? For what you are in the love, maybe in the Ummah, this time in the Ummah. I talk about the house of Allah. Too much people don't look with attention as Muhammad is here. Also, too much people don't look with attention, but I am pronouncing all the Ummah. Is making my sentiment with this Ummah is to clarifying my logic of your model of thinking. No, it's the same Mehdi. When you think, but not exactly the same commandment that you believe to. Yes. Now I talk about the commandment. She is the totality of the long direction, and he is the vocation of what you need to become in the Mehdi. It's like if the sun tells you, I need my commandment, I need to prove what I say, I need also to be what I tell, because people will not be for you what you want. Also, if you have companion, they can do the rest of your community. If you are pleased to come to them and ask them if they want straight company. The straight company is always a good coming. It's always a good coming. This is the sign of logic who prepare the element of Muhammad. But it's here. This element is here. If you want it. It's Uhud. Yes, it's Uhud. It's Ummah. It's Hamad. And it's Amir al-Muslimin. Wake up, it's the time. You have to wake up. You have to learn what is Alhamdulillah, and ability to keep the choice. What you decide, how you keep the choice that you decide. You look at the term of Allah and you find in Muhammad all the answer. Yes, it's in me that you can find another answer. It's not difficult. You find one term that is knowledge, another term that is akhira, the hereafter. Yes, the hereafter. Who is the voice of the century? Yes, Saumerka. Who is the last day? The last day. Yes, the last day. Akhiru zaman. With the next end of time. Yes, the end of time. And you have a name of the house of God and a name of the companion of Allah. The name of the house of God is the next generation of happiness, yes, and of happiness and mixture of genius, yes, mixture of genius in Mehdi. And the name of the companion of Allah is the Mehdi. And the next genius, and the company of Allah. Let me be near to Allah, and I will let you be near in my sense of humor. What I believe is not only for those who let me be, it's also for those who let me send what I want to send. I want to send extension of my people to all those who want to extend our family. I talk about the authority in the state. She has to be in accord to what we think. Yes, to what we think. She is not always the connection with a good time. Maybe she was making you something. What I care, I do it for Muslim. I said to them, but I do it for Muslim. But I do it for myself. I don't have preoccupation in my hand. Yes. So I continue my life. With happiness, and with genius, without letting them know so much about paradise. Too much person, I teach the way to see what is coming. Let me tell you that is all the truth. Also, it's not all the truth if we don't have kitab. There is no books, so there is no truth. Yes, the books is always the truth. Yes, always the truth. When there are the Mehdi, yes, or even the books of Al-Mehdi. My books is Muhammad. It's a task that I did with all the Mehdi. It's a big book with conduction of Ummah, and relation of Ummah. You believe, you win. It's a liberty, a freedom to know it. It's also a long direction to belong to the party of the genius Ummah.
Non, tous les lieux, voilà, c'est ça, bravo.
I am Mehdi Mouhammad. What you send to me, does it was the truth? Does it was the truth? Can you forget myself? In the state of the Mehdi? Why you don't believe so? That is the state of Mehdi? Because you don't believe that the Mehdi was coming to give you a clear direction in this time where the house was up and was very tasked to make freedom. That's not all the time the freedom in this house. Not all the time the freedom. You know, it's all the time the freedom, huh? Because you see two sense to the Ummah. One is up, one is in the Ummah. And you find it's not the same. It's the same.
Why? Because it's not the same humma. It's not the same humma. And it's not the same muntadhar. It's not the same muntadhar. Because it's the same hand. It's the same hand. In the love. In the love. And in the being of you and me.
In fact, I tell you one truth. Maybe it's not sufficient. Maybe you are more risked. You are more risked to take your thinking, to find your thinking. My liberation is from Humma. The indication of Humma is Muhammad. Wallah, I tell you the true party. Also, it's a long party. Make you safe in the eternal religion of Muhammad. Yes, my religion is the only pleasure, yes, that God take to count his Muslim in the century, who is directing by his voice. The law is the good indication of intelligence in the competition role of the Ummah. Yes, what you think, maybe it's not my proper opinion, my own opinion, but it's my own opinion because I don't have your opinion to tell me in the same time, but it's my opinion. What is the truth? It's what you can say by truth from the Lord and from what's happening and what you know. Yes, the truth also you have teach. Yes, you have teach, or you have see what was true. You trust Allah. Yes, you trust Allah. About the religion, you trust him. You trust him about the Mehdi, about me, you trust him. Yes. What is direction? Is when you don't have to make an evidence for something who is already clear. Yes. What is in evidence is what is descent from the Almighty and who make you believe on what was evident in the first regard of your opinion. Yes. So much people don't take the advertisement, the advertising or their country. Yes. On the time you was good guided, but this time you will be the good guided. Yes. You think I am joking? Yeah? You think I am joking with Islam? You don't be my aim. Life is not only supposition of what you lie, when you concern God and the Ummah. The people are not only concerned, they are justice. Huh? I talk about the judgment, yes. They are all the conditions between you and the Ummah, yes. So they are the hymn of Calife, the hymn of Calife. So they are the right thing to do, What I believe is why they always be this hymn, and this honor to do this hymn. Yes, but this honor to do this hymn is to turn around the quantity of knowledge and to acquire what it's near to be trust. What need to be trust? What is need to be trust? It's an event of knowing what I tell for the Palestinian. Allah was talking me and guiding me Yes, I am sure that Allah was already talking me because He make me sign in the same time. But I can see and I can show also. I can show to whom. To whom. This is the only reason. The real reason will be that Gabriel let sign in me. But you can recognize, yes. Also that He make a word that you can follow. This understanding of the house of Allah is the identity of Mehdi. All the time this identity is concerned those who love the writing path of direction, who is the long contemplation of those who have the life of the Ummah. You know, the Ummah needs a direction, yes. When you have this point, you find also a destiny with contemplation, with relation of ulama. I have this relation because I have quantity of sanctity in the role of a Calife, who is the best role, that is the quantity of the Mehdi and the direction of the Imams. But you don't Imam Mehdi, yes, in the Imam Mehdi, in the direction of the Imam Mehdi. So it's the muntadhar with the satisfaction in this world for the time where the Ummah is making the religion with us and its quality to elevate the message, yes, of our religion, yes, of our religion. I'm not alone to do the right thing for justice. All the people who are making the right path for those who need the right habitation of knowledge. Allah is the resident of knowledge, means always He was having knowledge, and He will have knowledge after you, yes, and after again, yes. In Him we take our condition, yes, in condition of Salam, yes, and we guide also by Salam to be near of the solution that God proposed for solving the prophecy that is on this kingdom, the earth, and the Imam Mehdi. A good comportment who is not able to make aggression, who is against aggression every time, even if it costs you to lose what you came for, like your aim. You don't have to protest, even you detain the situation or you contact someone who can make it. Me, I am my Imam and I also your Imam. What you think it's that I can know what's happening. That's true, but I know what's happening. Yes. The double direction is when you know what is happening and you know also what is coming from the party of God, for example. This knowledge was already known by some people, but now practicing everywhere, because there is also a group that we call it the fitna, who don't obey to the law of God and who all the time making the disgrace be in place of the salam. But it's not so good telling to say it. What I want to understand, to make you understand, you have a prophet who is better nowhere for you than the Egyptian. You have Imam who is better sent for you than a responsible of a Calife. You understand? Because I am better than a responsible of a Calife. I am not a vice president, you understand? I am like a president. I am president. You know? I will not make myself in risk to fall under occupation of any will in the world. My will is certain certain that it's me. It's also certain that it's your Imam, yes. What I can do now is to make the things happening and makes the role of each party directing our submission, and after let me represent our direction in the Ummah. The soul of my community is under the Ummah. Just an Imam who say it. I think during Ramadan you believe in God because you make your life in question. I think also you reward with your companion the right of others with conductor in every sentiment of Ummah. This is important because this is what making us like what we do and also belong to the aim that we done for others. Yes, for others. I make my strategy, hold on my commandment to the state, make my wish to Allah, let believers believe that is the kingdom, organize what you think it's the land tomorrow, let me with my objection to Israel, let me with my how many times I tell you that is not exactly what I was thinking. It's because there is too much things to think. Huh? You collect for Ramadan the zakat and you pay also the Ummah. Yes, the Ummah. Or you have the Ummah and you have the state and you have the state. Or you have the Ummah and you have the state of the Khalifa, of the Caliph. Or you have the Ummah and you have the state of the Khalifa and the Caliph al-Mehdi. Or you have life and you have also commandment of Allah. Or you have life and you have also commandment of Allah. Yes. Or you have life and you have also commandment of Allah. I prophesied the Mehdi and I prophesied that I was making it in the house of Allah, yes, in the house of Allah, in the time of Ummah, for the Caliph, This is the surprise and astonishment for you, because you don't invert my position with the last Ummah. I talk about a man who was here. It's not what you think, what you believe. It was just a Mehdi want to express his wanting, yes, in wanting, and make his return in the land of the Ummah. You know, my land is totally clear, in my opinion. What I think is I do what I want to do when I believe in what I have. Be the party. The party is my concern, and it's also the law, because it's the conductor of religion with also the will of the prophet of submission. the Imam Muntadhar. I am too scientific, little bit funny for those who like to live under compassion without ignoring the sons of friends in the Calife. The Sham is really the earth where the Calife was clearly intentioned for those who claim to be the party of Muhammad. Iraq also was a good earth for the Calife. The descendant always reclaim this part of the earth as a part of a high master. Knowledge of high master is the connection between your time and the caliphate, who is big in our science and very long in our direction. Don't give our direction to those who doesn't want Calife, but our Calife will be on every direction to let those who don't know him know the truth about Allah and about all the people who has been from the party of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now the Imam Mehdi, I am the guarant of this continuity of the Saint Calife. This is not ignoring our history, but the opposite, but to take care also of young people who believe in Muhammad and who want on this muntadhar. Muntadhar is the alliance and also the growing of every sky and the hope and the level that we need to do. We need to command this land. We need to be this commandant. I need to be what I am. Muntadhar, oui, j'y suis arrivé. This is not a version of a fact. This is the truth by Mehdi. Yes, muntadhar mean science, mean علق الإسلام. Science المنتدار mean science on الإسلام ومسلم everywhere. Capital of the Calife, the mosque of Masjid al-Haram, la Mecca. What we want, what we guide. We are senses guiding the Mecca because we are original all from Mecca, yes. By the unique God, Allah, and his correspondence to us, the last Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is from my descent, and the love around him every day is making growing the earth in intelligence and love. All these people are truth, need you in the Caliphate. I want to believe in my Caliphate, in my Caliphate, in my Caliphate. I want to be part of my Caliphate, of my Caliphate. I want to be near than Allah and my Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Welcome in the house of Allah and Muhammad. The true believers are those who come with piety and accord to the house the honor of their kingdom, it's the honor of the kingdom. Also, the direction of their communities, the community. No, I talk to you about the Palestine. She's also my country. I'm born there. She's a beautiful country. And she's making sense in every relation that Allah makes true today. With Mecca and Palestine form one believing and one religion. I hope you understand me as Muslim in my community. I give you a gift what I have as Mehdi. People who don't have knowing, they will have knowing. Aywa. People who don't have connection with the headmaster, they will have connection. جنب الله. أيوة. إن شاء الله. أيوة. I promise that they will be good guided, as we was good guided by Allah. The Lord is the reward for those who touch the sky with His own commandment. أيوة. You have to command your life with hovers, huh? And with the omniscience of the good guided science of Al-Hilafa. She's omniscient because she believes one day that we return in the name of Muhammad to turn to the truth, the Hilafa, and to make true the promise of the science for the last kingdom on the earth of the majesty of Muhammad. Al-Mehdi, أيوة, the king of Hayama, أيوة. أيوة. Last time is making your brother, your father, your men's and your women's responsible and proud to be in the last kingdom that Allah makes for us specially. أيوة. We are not nothing. We are something. We are not nobody. We are someone. The letter in the kingdom make me intelligent. And it's the intelligent inspired by the spirit, make by the force of Allah. The spirit was created by the will of Allah for the Hilafa. Not always giving you all the connection with the truth, but let you be the truth and make the connection with the Ummah. Yes, it's a beautiful idea of Allah, who is make distribution for Muslim of every teaching and every law that they can find and they can put in the order of Allah to understand the truth and be also for the young the example of equity and the law to determine the survivor of Qiyamah. You say that you cannot follow the Messi. It's difficult for us to follow all the time the Messi. Also, when you become the Messi, it's more difficult to find all the time the solution. The time is precious and we need it. Whatever we decide to come together or alone to finish our praying by recognize our direction. Yes, recognize our direction because we don't make error. Yes, we don't make error. Then we specialize our foundation of Muhammad. Yes, my foundation is a special foundation that I make for those who believe in all the prophecy and who have accomplished the game, yes, and understand the truth in the last day. Yes, Muhammad is the truth if you want it. Yes, the house of Allah don't let you the choice. You choose Muhammad. Sometimes make us rare because we find our truth, we find our truth, we find our kingdom, we find our kingdom, we find Mecca as the good guided, as the good guided. Sometimes she reminds us that nobody is telling us what we are. Also, we don't need someone that cannot come into our Mecca. What is making you strong is what giving you a gift. Yes, a gift to act with long contemplation of Alhamdulillah. What I believe is that the people will know all the truth and will be all the consequence of Imam Mehdi. Yes, my consequence, in fact. Yes, if they know, if the people know. Yes, it's need to be the Imam, also to take care of each of them. Yes, as the good guided. Yes, a good guided plan is to make themselves superior and instructive for every long contemplation of Alhamdulillah. I want to believe that these people are first common constitution of righteous people, yes, after people of Sunnah, yes, people of Sunnah, and admirator of good shape in the afterworld, and leading my community the day I come here between us. Yes, between us. The movement is clear. It's a Mehdi and also a muntadhar. I do my community with a sense of long esteem of shape and rationality for admiration. Yes, admirator is companion, also giver of lesson for those who speak the time and honor the long direction. What you think? So maybe one direction is more important than other direction. Yes. One direction is more important than other direction. The direction of Hiyama is the harvest direction. But it's bad to say to you that it's the harvest. We say that maybe it's the good direction, yes. I want to believe that it's my time and I do my will with the permission of Allah to lead what I can do more than our deed. Yes, our deed. More than our deed mean more than our community. Yes, more than our community. It's always giving a condition to long contemplation of al-qiyamah. What tell me my father? If us we have nothing without nothing. Aywa. Even we are nothing, we can do the thing. And if we have something, we can do the best thing. The best thing. The best thing when you have all the knowledge and you choose the best knowledge to do in the Ummah. This is the good guidance. And the honor of the ultimate thing of Jerusalem, you have the son to give to those who keep the mantle around our hikmah and our Jerusalem. Yes, our Jerusalem is the unity in the Ahira. Yes, in the afterworld she is the unity, and in this world she is the good guided. Yes, she is the good guided. So she is me. Yes, in this world it's me. Yes, Jerusalem. But this city is not what she sent. She sent like pleasure. Yes, you like pleasure. Because pleasure makes difference between what you want and what the other want. Yes. When you think about intelligent, it's making you more connected to those who want myself like as Mehdi, or yourself like as Imam. Aywa. What do you think? Maybe you find my truth, maybe it's not my truth. Maybe it's another who find the truth. Yes. When you establish truth, you establish rationality to let people understand this truth. The past is the voice and the term of the truth. Yes. You employ a majesty like a signature of the Alhamdulillah. It can be you, Mehdi. The truth is that you can do the thing if you are good guided. No, I want to tell you, I think deeply, but I am good guided. In the sense common or in the sense equal to what we are. Yes. This is a simple direction of what we esteem like our state. Yes, in the state, in the state, we are what we do. Yes, not all the time, but what we say. Yes, what we say. Yes. In fact, it's not that in the Mehdi I am the state. In Mehdi in the state. The all Mehdi is all the Ummah. Is all the Ummah. Who be our guide. Who be our guide. You open eyes around the character. That's lead the Ummah. That's lead the Ummah. The Ummah who is giving by long esteem of Jerusalem in the last time. I talk about the Mehdi. He's me. I tell to people, it's me. What you want, maybe to know it, maybe to let me happen to it. In the Masjid, yes, in the Masjid. In the Masjid. It is the Mehdi. It is the Mehdi. أيوة. It is the Mehdi. It is the Mehdi. أيوة. It is the Mehdi. Life is life. Yes, it is the Mehdi. It is the Mehdi. Vas-y, ça fait rire, ça fait rire. It's make me laugh too. Not too, but wave you. Yes, it is the Mehdi. Yes, it is the Mehdi. Yes, yes, it is the Mehdi. It is the Mehdi. Aywa. The good point is that you understand me. Life is a competition. Yes, life is a competition. Yes, life is a competition. Life is a competition. This is Mehdi. You don't believe, or you believe? It's Mehdi. It's Mehdi. Aywa. Aywa. It's Mehdi. Voilà, c'est ça, bravo. It's Mehdi. Aywa. Aywa. It's Mehdi. Voilà, j'aurais vu. It's Mehdi. Ah, c'est ça. It's Mehdi. It's Mehdi, voilà, j'y suis arrivé, c'est bon, t'es là. Aywa. It's Mouhammad. Aywa. Aywa. It's Mouhammad. Aywa. It's Mouhammad. Aywa. It's Muhammad. Aywa. Aywa. Voilà, c'est bon, tu l'as fait. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. It's Imam Mehdi. Aywa. The body of the servant is the longest recognition of Imam Mehdi. Of knowledge is understand. Came Mehdi. The one thing of came is to explain the situation between you and Al-Mehdi. You explain the situation between me and Al-Mehdi. It's the same Muhammad. It's the same Ummah. The same Ummah. It's the same Ummah. You understand that it's a Calife. It's a Calife. It's a Calife. The truth is a Calife. The truth is a Calife. It's the Ummah. It's the Ummah. It's the Ummah. The truth is the Ummah. Aywa. The truth is the cave. Aywa. The truth is me, the cave. Aywa. I want to represent my community. I want to be my Ummah. Aywa. I am came. I don't love. What is knowledge? Is Muhammad or Anis? Anis also. You live the knowledge. You be the knowledge to be good guided. You finish to know what is the Ummah. The Ummah of Muhammad. أيوة. The sentimental Ummah. The knowledge in the consequence of every knower. The true believer is the Ummah. Is the Ummah. Is the Ummah. You will not find the truth if you don't find me. Let me tell you why. There is no time. أيوة. السلام عليكم. It's on the Mehdi. It's on Mehdi. It's on Mehdi. It's on Mehdi. أيوة. It's on Mehdi. It's on Mehdi. It's on Mehdi. أيوة. Not find the truth all the time. You not find myself all the time. Maybe you don't find what you want. It was not maybe what you. It was not maybe what you believe. Yes, what you believe. There is prophets. Yes, there is prophet here. You know it. You know it. There is prophet. It's in the Sunnah. It's in the Sunnah. Which Sunnah? You tell me which Sunnah was prophet? The good guided Sunnah. Ayba. You believe in it? You need to believe in it. Every time you will believe, maybe if you are someone, you will believe if you are someone. Maybe if you are something, you will believe you are something. Wallah. I speak about the good guide. This is Mehdi Moussa. Mehdi Moussa. Mehdi Moussa. Let me say you what is the thing, Mehdi Moussa. You don't know. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تمدي ايوه تمدي voilà c'est ça je suis arrivé تمدي voilà c'est sûr تسمى حدي تسمى حدي تسمى حدي. Torah scripture can concern Ummah like interest of Ummah. If you believe that interest is interest, yes, you don't be. It's always the time something, yes, something like interest, yes. I don't want to ask you why I am in this speech, because they don't want to hear that I am Muhammad, yes. They don't want to hear that I am Muhammad. They don't want to hear that I am Muhammad. أيوة. They don't want to hear that I am Muhammad. أيوة. They don't want to hear. You want to put a stud, yes, a stud to help people. وإن أردتم استبدال زوج مكان زوج وأتيتم إحداهن كنتها فلا تأخذوا منه شيئا أتأخذونه بهتانا وإثما مبينا. وكيف تأخذونه وقد أفدى بعضكم إلى بعض وأخذن منكم ميثاقا غليظا. ولا تنكحوا ما تكره أباؤكم من النساء إلا ما قد سلف إنه كان فحيشة ومقتا وساء سبيلا. وحرمت عليكم أمهاتكم وبناتكم وأخواتكم وأماتكم وخالاتكم وبنات الأخ وبنات الأخت وأمهاتكم التي أرضعنكم وأخواتكم من الرضاعة وأمهات نسائكم وربائبكم التي في حجوركم من نسائكم التي زعلتم بهن فإن لم تكونوا زعلتم بهن فلا جناح عليكم على أبنائكم الذين من أصلابكم وأن تجمعوا بين الأختين إلا من قد سلف إن الله كان غفورا رحيما. والمحسنة من النساء إلا من ملكت أيمانكم كتاب الله عليكم وأحل لكم وأعزل أن تبتغوا بأموالكم محسنين غير مسافحين فما استمتعتم به منهن فاخذوهن أجورهن فريضة ولا جناح عليكم فيما تعديتم به من بعد الفريضة إن الله كان عليما حكيما. وما لم يستطع منكم طلون أن ينكح المحصنة المؤمنة فمما ملكت أيمانكم من فتياتكم والمؤمنة والله أعلم بمعنكم بعضكم من بعض فانكحوهن بعزن رحين وأتوهن أجورهن بالمعروف محصنة غير مسافحات ولا متحيزة أخدان فإذا أحسن فرينتين بفحشة فعليهن نصف مع المحصنة من العذاب ذلك لمن خشي العنت منكم وأن تصبروا خير لكم والله غفور رحيم. يريد الله ليبين لكم ويهديكم سبلا الذين من قبلكم ويتوب عليكم والله عليم حكيم. والله يريد أن يتوب عليكم ويريد الذين يتبعون الشهوات أن تميلوا ميلا عظيما. يريد الله أن يخفف عنكم وخلق الإنسان ضعيفا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تأكلوا أموالكم بينكم بالباطل إلا أن تكون تجارة عن تراض منكم ولا تقتلوا أنفسكم إن الله كان بكم رحيما.